おはようございます。私はチャビンです。はじめまして、どうぞよろしく。Good morning, everyone. Today I want to talk about something about the communism. And I really want to say something about you either have mercy on the communism people or you need to change your mind from now on to pay more attention on yourself. Because, well, there are two reasons. The first one is the Chinese people versus the communism people. I know for most people they have very generous heart mercy on the Chinese people because even though they think the communism party is the devil, but the Chinese people are so much better and they're just general people. Well, since I was around with that surroundings for like the majority part of my life, I can really tell you something about it. Yes, from the nature of the people itself, they are not devil. They are just general people like everybody in the rest of the world. But the thing is, the communism party is taking all over the China. That they have so many the members. Like in China, being a communism party member is a big deal. It's almost like a great honor. It's almost like it's something that everybody is jealous of, and it's something everybody want to be. So if you think the communism party is the devil, but the communism party can't exist without the communism people's support. So I would say if you really want to make a comparison between the communism party and the communism people, they are I would say just like a big tree. Uh, the big tree will be the communism party is the root of the tree, and the people, are the leaves, the branches of the tree, and they can't really live without each other. They are tied up very closely. So that's my definition about the communism party and the communism people. And the second reason I say the communism party means the communism people as well, because when the virus first started, it spread all over the world. So during that time, there were a lot of people trying to go back to their homeland. And so for sure, there were a lot of Chinese people all over the world trying to fight for a flight to go back to China. And guess what? So, uh, whoever go back to China during that time got a big criticized for bringing the virus into China. Like I have a lot of friends over there, I have some family members over there. They are saying, "Hey, are you coming back to China? Oh, what's going on out of there?" Like what's going on in America? Don't go back to China. You know you're facing to put a big danger uh in the Chinese land. Like we are the most innocent people in the world, and nobody need to come in. If you do come in, just don't ever go out of again. What a shame. Uh, you got go out of China, then you come in, and then you're transferring all this virus. That's what it was being said all over the internet. So, uh, that blew my mind. I was very speechless. I didn't know what to say, and I didn't know how how I need to feel about it. So here is something like a communism versus the Chinese people. But I think I would prefer to call communism party versus the communism people. They are uh just one unit. And the second thing that I want to mention is about be careful, be aware, pay more attention on yourself. If you really think you know something about communism, but what you need to know right now is the communism is taking over like more places. The communism is taking over like America. There are 2 points I want to point out. The first is, as known, the Democratic Party really favors the Communism Party. There's one very close example to show that. When the virus first started, if you remember, the Democratic Party was trying so hard to fight to not to close the flight, to not to shut down the international transportation. They were like, oh, stop targeting China, stop targeting communism. China is our best friend. Stop using any political reasons or excuses to do anything against China. And Nancy Pelosi was even dancing, in the Chinatown. Well, there's nothing wrong for her to dance over there in any general time, but she was dancing there in the Chinatown, not supporting on the American Chinese people, but supporting the Communism Party. Because the president was going to shut down the flight, not really doing anything targeting other Chinese people, but try to protect the American people. So, but the Democratic side tried to use the American Chinese to transfer what their real plan was, to to try to switch people's attention to, okay, you're doing something wrong with the American Chinese people. No, there's nothing. No, there's not anything about the American Chinese people, because American Chinese is basically Americans. What was going on was they just didn't want to do anything against the Communism Party. That was it. And the second point is, Mr. Biden chairman, he basically has the best relationship with China back to years ago, like in the history. Like his personal friend with, Winnie the Pooh chairman and like, okay, Mitch McConnell's wife Zhao Xiaolan is the best friend with the Chinese vice chairman. They are just like they have. It's just too much to say. They have so much business going on, and Mr. Biden chairman's company, the Big Kingdom company, basically had shares of the Communism Party. And so, like when the virus first started, that's why they didn't try to shut down the international flight between China and America. And so now they're talking about, okay, we're going to get the virus controlled, and we're going to make a request that everybody is required to wear a mask. But come on, mask can't stop the virus. Mask can't. Mask can help for prevent people from getting sick too quickly, but mask can't stop the virus. So if you really want to do something about the virus, hey, focus on the Communism Party, focus on the Wuhan People Laboratory, focus on to dig out where the virus is from, how it's created. That's the main thing. If you think just a single mask can make such a big difference to do something against the virus, yeah, possibly 10%, 1%. But the main thing is to dig out where the virus is from, how the virus was created. Instead of doing the superficial action, you need more like real deal, real work, real focus from the root. Like you want to, get a peaceful, like wild grass out of your land. You don't just mow them all the time. You need to dig it out, take the root out. That's how you can get rid of the things. This is the Third World War. I know for the modern people who are, pretty young, even pretty old people don't really remember a lot of what happened during the Second World War. But what's going on now, I feel like it's another world war. It's a different way. Instead of using the hard weapons, they're using these virus weapons. I watched the movie, I don't remember the name, but the movie was about, Japan attacked the Pearl Harbor. I watched that movie so many times. Every time I watch it, I was touched so bad. So when Japan attacked the Pearl Harbor, America took action super quick. Without hesitating. But now, when the Communism Party is attacking America, killing so many people with this virus, America really had hard time to stand up. To have hard time to say, okay, you are killing my people. Okay, you are causing another Third World War. America really has been having hard time to even just stand up, speak out. Why? Why America has such harder time to compare with the Second World War? Well, because the Communism Party is taking over America. Because the Communist Party has so many spies in America, has so many power in the higher ups, has so much power to control people, and they have just spent so much money, to fill up the higher ups people's pocket. So basically, the communism is taking over America. So take action to it. Pay more attention on yourself. If you used to have mercy on the Chinese people, on the Chinese people, now you need to realize they may not be really the Chinese people. They are communism people. Then pay more attention to yourself. Thank you.